The most damaging material is yet to come, because Yasir Qadhi said something in his interview that has become really a signature piece for Yasir Qadhi. Your standard narrative has holes in it. What narratives? Standard Islamic narrative has holes in it. That's where he says it. You want to see it? Stay tuned.
It's a pity. Dr. Yasir Qadhi literally threw the Qur'an under the bus. If the Qur'an is doubtful, what else is? Maybe there was no prophet who received any Qur'an from Allah. Let's hear what Dr. J have to say about this butchering of the Qur'an. He must be a very fulfilled man now. His 25 years of work, and Islamic scholars have finally admitted it.
What he didn't know, and see, this is what most Muslims don't know, and this is what I'm going to say to you Muslims. What Yasir Qadhi still doesn't know is what we know. What Muhammad Hijab still doesn't know is what we know. If you're going to take a little bit of each one of these, there are 93,000 differences in these different Qur'ans. Just between the Hafs and the Warsh are 5,000 different Qur'ans. 5,000 different meanings. With all the 30 that he's swimming in, and he's saying a little bit of all of them, all of these 30, we go up to 93,000. Every time there's one letter, anytime there's one word, anytime there's one phrase, you change the meaning. Anytime you change the meaning, you change the theology, or you change the doctrine, or you change the practice. Folks, you can't get away from it. No wonder he didn't want to talk about this. No wonder he said, turn the camera off. No wonder he said, this is the most difficult problem for the last 1,000 years. Now, let me tell you what happened after this. This was on June 8th. In the next 2 weeks, I would go up and I went to both their sites because they had the whole interview, all hour-and-a-half interview on both Yasir Qadhi's YouTube site, which is almost around 500,000 as well, and Muhammad Hijab's. And I started looking at the comments. I love to look at the comments. And there were hundreds of comments on both sites. And they were angry. The Muslims were really angry. You're the one that has told us every time that we talk about the Quran, not one letter, not one word has been changed. It is you that has quoted this. It is you that we have trusted. I am now leaving Islam, and my blood will be on your shoulders. Hundreds of Muslims were writing this in the comments. They were angry for a good reason, because they had been duped. All their lives they had been duped. And here is someone with the stature of Yasir Qadhi, one of the leading authorities on the Quran, who got his doctorate at Yale University on this very subject, admitting that there were many, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You just add them together, and what has come out, we can be sure, is the preserved Quran that is in heaven. And that's all he needed to say. Once he had done that, I started clapping. Folks, within 2 weeks, there were so many Muslims that had left Islam that had put their comments there on both channels that both Muhammad Hijab and Yasir Qadhi had to shut down all comments. They stopped all comments within 2 weeks.
Right.
And that wasn't bad enough. Within 2 months, by August, they deleted this interview from both their channels. What does that tell you?
It tells me that, first, they recognize the damage they've done. Number two, they cannot answer that damage, because during these 3 months, they could have came back and did another show, or each one of them tried to explain further, took the time to digest what took place, try to help the people looking at the comments just like you did. But obviously, Muhammad Hijab doesn't have the answer. He even didn't get the answer that he was looking for. And Yasir Qadhi didn't want to take another deep dive. He recognized the damage that he already caused, the attacks probably that came against him, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, there was so much anger until this day. I'm not even going to tell you what Yasir Qadhi did on November of 2020. He put out a 90-minute video attacking me, attacking David Wood, and attacking Dr. Dan Brubaker. Why in the world did he attack Dr. Dan Brubaker, who had not said one word about this? David and I were putting this all over the internet. So was Hatun. Right. We were all at the forefront of this. I can understand why he wanted to attack us. But Dan Brubaker? We're going to talk about that next.
And Dr. Brubaker, in his kind attitude, went to him and tried to dialogue with him as well.
Yeah.
And
he called us ultra-crepidarians, and it's called the ultra-crepidarian video. It's a great video. If you have a chance, go look at it. It's so much fun. You can see we just by continuing to talk about this interview, got so much time. But we need to go on to the even more damaging material, and that's next.
We thank Dr. J. Smith for all the work he has done exposing Islam. The fruits are now coming. Peace to the world.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Until next time, have a blessed day.